What's going on, guys? It's Papa Smurf here. So as we know, Epic have added building back into the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a game of building and then a game of no builds, and we're going to weigh up the pros and cons for you, so you don't have to. Realistically, let's get into this.
Where are we going?
Um, might go for Sanctuary.
Okay.
Might go for Sanctuary.
I don't remember. I don't know how she used to do it, but Nicole used to get these things on her phone,
Yeah.
and she used to like come up with random challenges. So
Yeah.
it'd be land at such and such, or only use pistols, or only use grey guns, and it was quite fun to do. That was.
Yeah, I might do when I've got my laptop, but I think I'm waiting till I've got to wait till June for that, so I can like stream everything. I can do that because you can like load one up on your browser, like put that into
Yeah.
OBS, spin the wheel, see what it lands on, and then do that challenge in your next game.
Oh, you bugaboo.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate.
You will be.
Right, guys. So as you know, in building mode, well, normally it's just normal like Fortnite, isn't it? in the building mode, so we don't have overshield. Um, Obviously you play a little bit more slowly because you're spending more time farming maps. You're, thinking about people's builds. When you shoot at people, their instinct is going to tell them to build. So I think the games are going to play a little bit more slowly in this mode. On top of that, I'm not sure whether you're going to have different loadouts in each mode. I'm not like, I think in building mode you have to think about your loadout a little bit more, because you have to be able to counter builds. You have to be able to, sort of, pick your weapons around like the play style. And when people are building, spray weapons are obviously going to be a lot more prominent. You're going to need to use them a lot more, I think. And snipers, I think, in build mode, because obviously you haven't got that overshield protecting you, hitting someone with a headshot snipe is just going to devastate the day. So realistically, I think snipers will be used a lot more in the build mode rather than in the no build mode, because there's not really much point in carrying a sniper in the no build mode, because if you see someone out in the open, you don't have to hit them with a big snipe. You can just beam them because they can't do anything about it. Shotguns, I think the drum shotgun is the shotgun mode. I don't think it matters. Like, the drum shotgun is just the best shotgun in the game. I haven't used one against people that are building. I'm not sure how it's going to work, because obviously it's got that long reload time on it, so I'm not really sure how it's going to play in this mode. Obviously it's only just like, been re-released. So we'll have to see how the drum shotgun comes into play. Obviously I need to get one first. The vehicles, I think vehicles will still be... Is there tanks in this mode? I haven't seen anyone using one.
To be honest, neither have I.
Because you'd think tanks would be like the perfect counter to people building.
Oh yeah.
Because you just...
No, I'd probably go as far as to say that no, they ain't in this
I
mode.
would
But
say they're not. Yeah, I haven't seen one.
there's only one way to find out. Like you could go to where there's a tank
We
spawn.
know one spawns, yeah. Obviously you're sprinting, your tactical sprint, your mantling still in the game. So that doesn't really take much away from the no build. The only thing is that overshield. I would say that's the biggest drawback of building. then we'll.
I've got myself a drum shotgun.
You got yourself a drum shotgun, mate. I've got a combat assault
Yeah,
rifle, which that's another thing we have to speak about, guys. The vote that's coming up, the MK versus the combat assault rifle. I genuinely thought when they brought the MK out, that assault rifle that had been released the season before. Obviously, we voted for it against the combat SMG, which we all know was a massive mistake because that gun is a demon. We made the wrong choice back in whatever season it was. But when we did get it, and then we had the MK come out after it, it kind of seemed like with the recoil, like sort of mechanic to the combat AR, that they were sort of like toying with it, like experimenting to see whether a gun with recoil would work. And then obviously they've realised that if you're going to have recoil on a gun, it needs to have that guaranteed hit. Like when you got the red dot of the MK, you know if that red dot's on someone, it's hitting. So the recoil sort of plays against you. But as soon as if you know how to control the recoil on it, which is literally hold your thumbstick down a bit or move your mouse down a bit if your keyboard and mouse in, the MK is the clear choice. But we'll talk about that when the voting boards come out. We know the MK. I think the MK is going to smash it. I don't even think it'll take a day, to be honest. Like, I genuinely don't. But now that we've seen the combat SMG, what it's capable of, I think we all know that we made the wrong choice back in, I think it was chapter 2, season 8. Was it season 8? I think it was season 8. It was the last season, wasn't it, where we got the voting boards?
I can't remember.
What was it, season 7?
It was either 7 or 8. It was one of them.
Imagine this. Like, I think that would have been a clue as to what's coming. Like, if we would have voted for the combat SMG and we would have seen how it sprays and the amount of damage it like puts out, I think it would have been a sign that a spray meta's coming and it wasn't going to be so much shotgun. So it would have given us a little taste of what the new chapter's actually going to be about, and I think it would have been the better choice. But I think at the time there was only like a burst AR. We didn't have the SCAR, I don't think. So we was kind of short on choices for assault rifles. There's a llama, there's a llama, there's a llama. But they have lowered the recoil on this thing a significant amount from how it was in chapter 2. Got metal.
I've got brick.
No one got the wood.
I
think I got the wood because I've got like 891. Boom, boom, split them, split that, split that. I'm gonna use the big pot. How much AR ammo have you got?
180.
180.
How much SMG have you got?
530.
Shotgun.
Shotgun, I've got 29.
What's your?
Thank you very much.
I'm max on SMG. I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah, I'm just sort of picking up the remnants of what was. So llama's dropping builds as well. That's kind of. You'd love to see it. You'd love to see it. When in the no build mode, when you found a llama, there was just like 0 point in hitting it. Ammo was not that hard to come by. I don't think I've played a single match of no build where I haven't ended up with like max ammo near the end game. Sort of thing. Obviously,
I've got 4 chug splashes on me.
Nice, nice, nice. There's an NPC here. I might have spoke to him, I might not have. If it's Brainiac, I have.
I don't think I have.
He sells the Nighthawk, yeah, I spoke to him. Reload this bad boy. That's a long reload time as well for an AR with the combat AR, that is. Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that when the voting boards come up. And I'll tell you all why you're going to be wrong for voting the MK back in. Because it does 19 body damage. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
On the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Oh god, he's just literally levered me.
His whites. I'm right, dude. I'm
Oh my god.
sorry, mate. Oh,
What?
yeah.
What?
With a ranger.
How?
I don't know. We don't have to win, but I suppose we could do it again. Come in like top 10, top 5 maybe. I'll call it there. Actually, no. You know what? I've spoken enough. I'm not repeating myself. But not like the whole thing, but like the whole 2 games. Well, I'm not gonna. So is it going to be a
Can we
thing
not
where you
go
can still
to
do all
Sanctuary?
of your quests in this mode? No, we're not going to Sanctuary.
You know what?
What?
It's not coming up for me to go to any point, so I think it's broken, to be honest.
Ah, could be. Yeah, we'll rock Jonesy's maybe. Pretty cool.
Yeah, let's go, man. Yeah, overshield.
That's the thing, guys. So now we've come into 0 build, as you can see. We've got our overshield back. We're not landing and automatically thinking about a map situation. All we need to find is a loadout. Really, that's a pro, I would say. Your overshield's the biggest pro. You know, not having to farm, that's a pro. You get pretty much straight into the action. If there's people around you, you're pretty much straight into the action with them. What I don't want to see, and what I really fear happening with the 2 split modes, is you're going to see a huge divide between console and PC players. And I don't want it just so console players are only playing 0 build, because that's going to make life harder for me on build mode. Like, realistically, I just don't want there to be a huge divide between console and PC. Obviously, there already is a huge divide. Obviously, we know, you know, PC players generally, you know, I wouldn't say that they're not, I'm not going to say particularly better. I think they've just got more options to progress like easier. Like, they've got a lot more buttons. You can have your keybinds pretty much wherever you want them, wherever you feel comfortable with your hand, sort of thing. Whereas with a controller, that's all you've got. Found a few drum shotguns knocking around as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I just undid it. Oh, we got someone who wants to play Fortnite. No build mode. So the shield's gone, he's cracked. And that's what I mean, guys. He can't do anything about anyone shooting at you. Is that you? Oh no. Jesus. I'll take a blue MK over nothing.
I've got blue MK. Just saying how bad it was and now we're using them.
Yeah, because I think like in no build mode, people aren't building, obviously. But we all know, like, at the end of the other chapter, they lowered the amount of damage that the MK was doing to builds. So I think when you've got a straight spray at a target, whether it's moving or not, as long as that target can't build and cover itself, the MK could, you know, potentially be your best weapon of choice. But realistically, I think in the build mode, you know, your AUG, I think, is going to be the weapon of choice because it's got precision. You're not going to waste ammo, and you're going to be able to put a bit of damage on people before they get there. It's got a higher damage output than the MK through just, you know, single shots. Obviously, damage per second, the MK has trumped it, but how many of those bullets are actually hitting? That's what you need to ask yourself.
Yeah.
So it's really, yeah, it's going to be obviously whatever you prefer. I think.
Oh, the thing's over there. The bounty.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. It's going to come down to personal preference between the modes, but they need to add something to the build mode in public games to, you know, differ it from arena. because all you're going to see is the build mode get really sweaty with people who have either got to Champions League in Arena and don't see any point in any longer playing it, or people that, you know, are good at the game but don't particularly want to play competitive it. I'll just try to build.
Good.
So it's one of them, like, you know, they need to put something in there to make it different from Arena. Otherwise, yeah, Arena players are going to get to a certain point, or they're going to, you know, get sick of Arena because it's too hard, and they're going to come and sweat in pub games, which is, you know, obviously it's up to them what they do. Laser, dead. Yeah, the MK is a bit of a beast in this mode, to be fair. Someone on that roof, I can't.
Moving out. Where his teammate is.
I don't know where either of them are, to be honest. Oh, he's behind the rock here. Crack. White. Down. Nice, nice. Mate's coming to you.
I don't know where he's gone.
I think he went in the bush. He's coming back, I think. Yeah, he's on the hill. He's on the hill. Here. Somewhere. I think he might be in that bush. And
No, he's over
did he
it.
go further away?
Yeah.
Did you get much ammo off that geezer? Dead. Just by the skin of my teeth. But you see, that overshield adds you that, you know, extra. Oh, I just tried to build again. Run, 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 run. I just tried to. I just got shot and turned to the right and like tried to build. Just waiting for that overshield to come in. Either that or we need to move actually.
Yeah, let's get moving then.
I've got no more minis or anything.
I've got splashes.
Okay. Save them though in case we get caught in the storm. Ah, no, we haven't got too far to go, but. Let's reload everything. Bottom. Yeah, I think what I was saying there is the overshield allows you that little bit of confidence to just can we get out this way?
Oh mate, we're gonna get caught in the storm.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. It's fine. Yeah, to just jump at people, you know, push people a bit harder because, you know, you've got that extra health. You know, you're looking at that health bar now. In building pubs, you wouldn't be happy having 50 health and 50 shield. You'd literally one shot to a, you know, a sniper headshot. Whereas at the minute, I don't think well, I've got 150, so I would be. But obviously, I know when I get out of the storm, I could get myself up to 100 health with the med kit. And then I'm at 200 health, where standardly that's your max health in build mode now. So I think adding the overshield to public build mode is the way to go with it, personally. Being shot at again. I'm not sure where from.
Why is it fucking cancelling?
It's over there. Oh, I see him. Crap. I haven't got much ammo.
I took him all the way down to nothing. And he just came along going, oh mate.
No, I'll put some damage on him. I swear. He had nothing. What was he doing? I think you did nothing.
I'm dropping the AK for the AUG. I got the MK for the AUG.
The MK. I think personally in this mode the MK plays better. I think in build mode the Aug's going to be your best friend.
I don't know, man. I was playing games with Chris last night, mate, and honestly, I was ripping people apart with these.
Need ammo. I was saying earlier as well. Oh, whoa. Oh, mate, what on earth is that aim, bro?
Oh my god. Oh.
I see him.
Come here.
Ow. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, I couldn't do anything. Right, we finished around the same place. So,
Yeah, roughly.
yeah, we finished 11th in build mode, 12th in no builds. What I would say is, personal thoughts, obviously, they're not much to go by, but they need to add something to the build mode to make it different from just standard arena and the no build mode. It's fine the way it is. Obviously, if you're just a casual player and you're sick of like the build modes getting too sweaty, we all know the last few seasons of Fortnite it's been getting really sweaty. I think that's why they wanted to test this no build mode. People have really took to it, and if you're one of those people, then I suggest just carry on playing no builds if you're enjoying yourself. Overall, guys, just have fun, and that's Papa Smurf. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I'm out. Thank you very much, guys.
I will say one thing though.
Go on.
What they've got to do for the build, what they need to do is they need to take out the tactical sprint,
Yeah.
because it cancels your build, and but if you're building up high to put a launch pad down, or for whatever reason you're building up high, that could really screw a lot of people over,
Yeah.
like really badly. So I think they like for that. I think they do need to take it out. I think they'll have a lot of people agree with that, taking tactical sprint out, because it does interfere with the builds. Or you don't tactical sprint when, like, they make it so you don't tactical sprint when you're building.
Yeah, so you can't do it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, because you can build while sliding, which really shocked me as to why you can't build while sprinting. Because that was one of the main things when they said, "Oh, you can slide," and one of the biggest selling points they put in the video was that you could build whilst you were sliding, so you could like slide into the action, and like get no repercussions from it. Whereas you can't sprint into the action and take no repercussions from it, because if you're sprinting and you get beamed, you've got no overshield. All that's going to happen is you're going to stop sprinting, build, and you're already in a bad position. Yeah. Oh well. Right then.